Here is our first example, and this video will get us through the first 6 steps to solve this DE. So here is our original equation. That's what we're trying to solve. And step 1 says place it in standard form. That means make sure your leading coefficient is a 1, and it is. So this is step 1. Step 2 says form auxiliary equation. That would be this step. Step 3 says solve, and I've solved it, and I got the root 2 times. 4 says find y sub c. So that's what we've been doing now for a couple of days. So there's my y sub c. Step 5 says identify your y sub 1 and y sub 2. Y sub 1 and y sub 2 are the variable factors on C1 and C2. This is your y1. This is your y2. Now, step 6 says find determinants. The first determinant is W, and the top row is y1, y2. So you see I've got y1 here and y2. I didn't circle the whole thing, sorry, it's the whole thing, including the x. xe, the 2x. And then the second row is the derivative of the first row. The derivative of e to the 2x is 2e the 2x. And the derivative of xe to the 2x, you've got to use the product rule. First times the derivative of the second, plus the second times the derivative of the first. And that's how I get this piece here. Okay, and the determinant, you multiply this times this, minus this times this. And this is what I've done here. And then this line I've simplified. And I finally get W equals e to the 4x. So I'm a third of the way through number 6. This is part 6, but I got to find W1 and W sub 2. So here's our original equation, what we're trying to solve. If you look at W sub 1 in your notes, you have 0 here, and below that you have f of x. This is f of x. And then your second column is just y sub 2, which is that second column in W. So that's this, and then we take the derivative of it and find that. We find the value, this times this minus this times this. So 0 times that's going to 0 it out. So, and then here is where I've simplified, and this is W sub 1. W sub 2 is very similar to W1, except your columns change. Here you have the 0, here you have f of x. This is y sub 1, y sub 1 prime. Multiply to find the value determinant. Of course, this is going to 0 out here. W sub 2 is this. So we have found our 3 determinants.